How's it going today here at Nomad Mobile Maintenance and Repair? This is every tool you need to replace the wheel bearing on a front wheel drive 2007 Hyundai Tucson. Now, this may be a little bit different for everyone because I had to use a grinder to get the inner wheel race off, but there's a good chance that if your wheel bearings are bad, they're going to be a little bit more stuck on there than you'd like. I'm obviously going to have a 1/2 inch impact. That's going to be get the wheels off, and that's going to be to get the initial wheel bearing tightened up. This is going to be for the wheel bearing nut. That is a 32? Yeah, 32. I use this larger one to beat the new bearing into place because you don't want the bearing separating. If you just push the bearing on, that inner race right there is going to pop out and you're going to have a bad time. So this was used to keep that in place. We're going to have a 3/8 ratchet. We're going to have a 1/2 inch torque wrench. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because you need to torque that wheel bearing well over 150 foot-pounds. The spec, I believe, is 197. But you're going to want to make sure that you have a torque wrench that can get up that high. That's going to be outside of the normal like lug nuts, which usually for most vehicles are between 100 or I guess even 70 all the way up to 150 is a pretty normal amount for those. But this one's going to be extra high. We're going to have Old Slappy. We're going to have, I didn't use. We're going to have a 12 millimeter, a 10 millimeter, a small extension, a 14. We're going to have a 1/4 inch ratchet with my Phillips head screwdriver bit attached to it. That's going to get the brake rotor off. We're going to have a pry bar, and then we're going to have the channel locks. That was used to rotate the inner race back and forth so I could slide it off the spindle. And then we're going to have a small screwdriver and a pick to help pry off the plate that holds the inner bearing race and the keeper, I guess, and then just a few other pieces. That's everything you need. Oh, and a 21 millimeter socket to get the lug nuts off. But that is everything you need to get the rear wheel bearings replaced on a 2007 Hyundai Sonata. Thanks for joining us. This is Nomad Mobile Maintenance and Repair.